So hello friends, welcome to Suraj ke classes once again. Today we are going to see the basic of Gantt chart in Excel. So this is going to be my first video on Gantt chart. In this you will learn how to track the projects, the multi projects into Excel by simply making a Gantt chart, and this will also help you to trace, monitor, to know the current progress of the project, and it will also help you to regularize your project, to see the timelines, to match the timelines, to avoid the delays, and to make your project coordination, or you can say project management, very simple and effective, also efficient. So this is the first video on this basics of project. Here I will work on 4 different projects, and I will provide you the simple formulation based Excel tracking, and I will teach you how you can make the project as per your requirement, right? And in upcoming videos we will see some intermediate level project tracking and advanced level project tracking for the employees who are working on multi projects. So this is going to be very helpful video. I would request you to not to skip even a second of this video, because if you skip, then it will be very difficult for you to understand the formulas and to make your own project Gantt chart as per your project parameters and requirement. So see, here I have put one demo, like I have already worked on this, and I will show you how you can make the project as per your requirement. So this is my basic of Gantt chart. Now let's make this in new sheet so that I can teach you how we can make the Gantt chart for multiple projects. I will copy the data from here. Secondly, these dates I will also copy. So I have copied the data. I will put the border lines, right? So now let's understand why these dates are, and what these dates are, what is the meaning of these dates, right? So for any project, these 3 dates are very important. The first date is the start date of the project, the date on which you are starting your project. The second date is the estimated completion date of the project, the date till which you are planning your project completion, whatever the project you have, the date on which you are planning the project completion or your target date of project completion. The last milestone date, the milestone date is last milestone date is the date on which the last milestone has been achieved. So for your project, these 3 dates are very important. Let's take an example. If you are starting your project on 9th of January, the first project date we are referring, and let's suppose your estimated completion date is 5th of February 2026, on which the project should be completed, and you have planned 5 different milestones or the 5 different milestone dates for the project, right? So if you have achieved the first milestone, then you will put the date accordingly, for the second milestone date accordingly, or on whichever date you have achieved the milestone, that date will be coming here. Now how these dates will help you to make the Gantt chart, we will see in this. Now you should be familiar with the if and and formula. Based on that we are designing this Gantt chart, right? So I'm assuming that you are already familiar with the if and formula. If you're not familiar, just put put a comment in a comment box for any query. I will also make a video on if and how you can use the if function in Excel, right? So for this is equal to if, and now I will compare two dates. The one date that is of my calendar date, that is E4, and the second date, that is the start date of the project. If the E4 is greater than or equals to, it's greater than or equals to my start date, then it should give me the alert, or it should give me some readings, right? And if again E4 is less than or equals to this last milestone date, then it should give me rating. So for these two dates, if the E4 this condition is found true, then it should result in Y, the first condition that we want to identify. And if it is not identified, if it is turning false, then again I will put one more condition, if and E4 is greater than equals to, E4 is greater than equals to this A5. Okay, again my E4 is less than equals to, this is less than equals to my estimated completion date B5, then it should turn to X, otherwise the cell should be holding blank value, right? So these two conditions for this particular cell of 1st of January 2026, none of these two conditions are turning true. That is why the cell value remains blank, right? So now for implementing this formula to every cell, you have to freeze some values. Like for E4, the 4 should be freezed, because if I am dropping this value, if I am dragging it to every cell, then E4 will be changed to E5, 6, then the results will not be obtained. Same way A5, in A5 A should be freezed. Here E4 should be freezed, and in this C4 A5, B5 and C5, in that A, B and C should be freezed, because column should remain constant whether I am moving it vertically or horizontally, and E4 the 4 should remain constant whether I am moving it vertically or horizontally. So for that I am applying formula, right? So here I hope we are done. So 4 is freezed, C is freezed, 4 A5 freezed, then A freezed here, 4 freezed here, B freezed here. So I am putting enter, the same result, and now I can drag it to any cell value. See, I have dragged it to value. Now I have dragged it to here. Now you can clearly see. There are Y's and X. Now to highlight these, I will have to put some condition monitoring. Now text that contains Y, then it should, let's see, take the custom format. It should result into green. And if it is, and if the cell contains, if the text contains X, then it should result into yellow, or it is orange, right? Now see, now I think this is still a bit not clear to you, but I will make it simplified for you. Now let's suppose there is no milestone date. I have just put my project start date and completion date. I am putting the milestone date as a blank. Now see, the entire project timeline is appearing here. So no progress has been done into the project. No milestone has been achieved. Nothing has done. That is why every cell is yellow here. Orange here. My milestone is starting from the 3rd week of January, and the project should be ending in 1st week of February. Likewise, I have selected here the dates here. So I have 3 weeks of time, but I have done no progress. Now let's suppose my first milestone has been achieved on 16th of January, January 16th. Then my one cell is turning green. That means at least one milestone has been achieved or something has been completed in the project. So I hope this is now clear. For this particular project, I have my milestone has been achieved on 14th February. That means the project completion date was 7th of February and I'm achieving it on 14th of February. That means project must have been completed, and that is why everything is green here. That means project is completed, right? Or maybe whatever the parameter you have put. See, I have shown you very simplified version of the Gantt chart or the basic of the Gantt chart, but with the help of these formulas, with the help of this, you can make it like I am putting it into weeks, but you can do it for days, right? Here 1st January, you can put into next cell 2nd of January, 3rd of January, likewise. So this is a very basic of the Gantt chart. In upcoming videos, we will see the complex level of the Gantt chart. We will also see the percentage progress of the projects. We will also see the last milestone date, estimated completion date, along with the actual or the estimated completion date and the planned completion date also we will see. So that there will be 3 different parameters. Here are only 2 parameters, whether project is completed or not. From this Gantt chart, you will you can trace that what is the timeline of my project, how much whether the project has been completed or whether there is some progress on the project or not. If there is a progress on project, in which week the project had last progress, and till which time the project should be completed, what is the last date of the project completion, what is the last week of the project completion. So that way you can make your project tracking very efficient, project management very efficient, and you can avoid the delays into the projects and the consequences. So thank you so much for watching this video on the basics of the project Gantt chart. We will soon make a video on intermediate and advanced level of project Gantt chart. Till then, keep posted and keep watching Suraj ke classes. Thank you so much. Har Har Mahadev.